on it?
Well, we were discussing because it's more than just the cornea that's being affected in her eyes. It's also the limbus. She's got no other choice. The only research that's available is this stem cell for the limbus. So it's either that or she's got no other. She's got no other alternatives, no other avenues.
Do or die kind of thing.
I was just gonna say, as a parent, I'd hate not to be able to see my own kid's face. So. I mean, I agree with her in that regard. I mean, if 50-50 chance. I mean, if it works and you get cancer 10 to 20 years down the road and you end up dying, at least I got to see my kid's face, you know.
Well, that's a good point. So even with the risk of cancer, but would you get to see your grandkids' face?
There is a possibility of great improvement in technology in 10 to 20 years time.
Okay, so she says there's an improvement, there's the possibility of great improvement in 10 to 20 years in technology. So are you saying she should wait for that improvement, or are you saying she should
continue by that time? By 10 to 20 years, there will be great improvement to help her out.
But so you're saying she should do it, or she should not? She should do it, and then if there are complications in 10 to 20 years, technology will probably have found a solution for those? That's an interesting point. Anybody else? Okay, well, that was anticlimactic. Go for it, Lucy! So, we'll bring in, go ahead.
Well, there was the point, right, that the more times that you do something, the less likely that it's going to...
That reduces... Yeah, that's true. And how many times has she done it?
4.
4. So her chances aren't 50-50 anymore. What else might be difficult for her if it doesn't work?
I think the most important thing, it will hurt his feelings.
Yeah. So the emotional disappointment, perhaps? Okay. You want it?
You're saying the stem cells might, I don't know the word, but like assimilate into other cells, causing...
That's what one of the doctors was concerned, that they would fuse with other cells and then cause maybe excessive cell division or damage.
And no one knows the extent to that, right? Because it hasn't been...
That's right, because it's so new.
I was just thinking that a lot of us are probably quick to say that we go ahead and go with the procedure because I think we imagine that if we just all of a sudden were to go blind. But Lucy, she's been blind too for how many years and has learned to deal with it and developed her other senses, and I'm sure she's probably lived a fairly happy life, and so it might not be, she might not be so eager that, she's learned to deal with it thus far. So is it worth dying for, or developing a cancer that in the end could kill her, or not? Like for us, it's easy. Like, yeah, let's do it because we can't imagine just going blind. But if we've been with it for a while, then
that's true. And you do need to remember this, right? Remember that picture. If that were you. Now, granted, if I were to think this through, it would be a difficult decision, but I'd probably want to try it too, for the main reason that you expressed. Can't imagine not seeing my little kids' faces.
Are there any reported fatalities because of this procedure, or no, not really? Just what is not successful, or
are there any what?
Recorded fatalities or deaths regarding this?
Not that I'm aware of, but my understanding is that at the time of the writing of this, that it really was so new that long-term records just weren't available. So I think that's kind of part of the difficulty of the decision. Remember, she goes in to see her doctor. She'd already been into him years before, and suddenly he said, "Hey, there's a new procedure if you're interested." So at that point, there weren't any, and I'm not aware because I haven't followed up on this.